Hey guys, it's Jill, and today I'm going to be doing my worst products of 2012. I was going to say 2011. 2012. Before I start, I want to go ahead because I'm getting prepared to do my best products of 2012. So you guys let me know. There's a lot of products. I mean, a lot of products that I really loved in the year of 2012. So do you guys just want to see one video all in one, or do you kind of want me to split it up to, I don't know, do like lips and face or nails and body, or how do you, like, do you just want me to do all in one, or should I split it up? You guys let me know, because I'm thinking with it not split up, it's going to be like a 20-minute video. So yeah, you guys let me know. And I'm going to go ahead and start with this video. The first thing I want to talk about, well, I'll talk about this. I'll talk about the BB creams that came out in 2012. I keep wanting to say 2011. The first one is the L'Oreal Magic BB cream. This one was in the color Fair. What I noticed was the Fair was actually like the light. What I remember from this was the light was actually pretty orange. Like, it was actually a pretty dark color. And if you can see, this actually comes out of the tube white and then it blends into your skin. So this is one of those that's supposed to, you know, obviously blend into your skin. It's supposed to like change with your chemistry, or however these BB creams are doing, to where they are kind of going towards like a more universal shade with just like a few options. But anyways, the reason why I did not like this, now this is actually one that actually contains good for you ingredients in it, which is a step up from the other BB creams that have come out in the drugstore this past year. But what I didn't like about it, oh, it also dries to a matte finish. So, bless you, sweetie. That was a good thing too, that it dried to a matte finish, so it was perfect for those of you with oily skin. It had still pretty light coverage, but a little bit more than the other ones are offering. But this totally oxidized on my skin within 30 minutes to an hour and turned me so orange. Excuse my dog in the background. Turned me so orange. I was just like, I can't even use this as a primer, because that's what I was going to actually use this as. Why I didn't take this back, I don't know, because I usually take things back, which is why you're not going to actually see some products that I'm talking about, but I will put the products, if I don't have them, I'll put them on the screen so you can see what they look like. So yeah, this was like a huge fail for me. I was really excited because of the fact that it did dry to a matte finish, so it was great for oily skin, but was not a good fit for me. Another thing that I don't have is the Maybelline, I think it was called the Dream Fresh BB cream, and again, I'll put the picture on the screen so you guys can see what I'm talking about. The reason I didn't like that was because, number one, it didn't have coverage, and number two, it was horrible for oily skin. It didn't have very good lasting power. It was just not anything that was very impressive. It didn't have anything in it that was good for you. I want to say one thing. I want to go back to this. This also does not have an SPF. So that's another huge reason why I didn't like this, because if you're going to call yourself a BB cream, you at least have to have the sunscreen in it, right? I have my products listed over here, so if you see me looking over here, that's why. The 4-in-1, the Biore 4-in-1 Detoxifying Cleanser. That was so horrible. It completely stripped my skin of all of its moisture. This was like, oh my goodness, like I have just sucked all of the moisture that you had in your skin out, and now you need to go put it back in. It was that bad. Like, with normal cleansers, for me, I don't, like, sometimes I actually forget to put on moisturizer because I almost feel like my face doesn't feel just, you know, that uncomfortable feeling when your skin gets dry and it just has no moisture in it? A cleanser is not supposed to do that. So that's like, I couldn't stand that cleanser. I actually had to throw it away, which I hate doing, but what are you going to do? I wasn't going to continue to use it because it's just horrible for the skin. The Wen Cleansing Conditioner. This was absolutely horrible. I got a sample of it in my Ipsy Glam, bag. my Ipsy bag. They used to call it the My Glam bag. And when I put it into my hair, now I have very thick hair. I have a lot of it, which is more like dry towards the end, oily up top. When I put this in my hair, I could almost feel like it was too thick. I don't know. Like, I put it in, I did it exactly how it instructed me to do, and my hair naturally holds on to water like crazy anyways. Like, seriously, it just held on to the water so much more. What I did was I started blow drying it, and it was almost like it didn't want to dry because it was so just, I don't know, it was so oily and so disgusting, and I was like, ugh, like, I did not like that stuff at all. This little gem right here, I'm not going to call it a gem because it's not a gem, because obviously it's in my worst of 2012 products, but this is the Avon, what is it called, Teardrop Blender, and this is supposed to be, I guess, what, you know, Avon's version of the Beauty Blender. And the Beauty Blender, it is not. First of all, do you guys know what the stress balls feel like? That's exactly what this feels like. It feels like a stress ball. And that is not what the Beauty Blender feels like. Now, this is the Beauty Blender actually wet because I used it today. But when it's not wet, even still, it still feels nice and springy and bouncy and soft. This has like a hard texture to it. It's very rough. It's very just hard. It's not like springy and bouncy, and it just doesn't give you the finish. It is nothing compared to the Beauty Blender whatsoever. I heard that the Soho one is probably like the most comparable dupe, but it was just an overall like fail. I think I have reviews on all of these products, so if you want like a more in-depth review and also to see it this one compared to the Beauty Blender, I will post this review down below, and I will also post the reviews to all of these products down below, because if I'm not mistaken, the only one that I think that I don't have is the Wen cleansing conditioner. I don't have a review on that. Definitely nothing compared to the Beauty Blender. I love my Beauty Blender so much, and this one just doesn't even compare. Next is the Too Faced Better Than False Lashes mascara set. The packaging was absolutely gorgeous, beautiful, like beyond luxurious looking. It was so pretty. And the idea behind that was that it had a white fiber mascara type thing that you put on. Put the mascara on first, then you put the white fiber mascara thing on first, and it was completely white. And then you put the mascara again on top of that, and I don't know, it just really clumped my lashes. It didn't make them look like they were false lashes at all, and it was far too overpriced. If I'm not mistaken, it was like between $30 and $35. Again, the packaging was so beautiful, and the whole concept behind it is what really sucked me in to buy it. But overall, it was just a horrible product, and it was way too overpriced for what it was. I think probably the reason why it was so overpriced was because the packaging was so luxurious looking. I mean, it was just the most beautiful packaging of a mascara that I've ever had. Next up is the Suave Keratin Treatment. Some of the drugstore products that are coming out are now kind of leaning towards a cheaper alternative to going to the salon to getting a keratin treatment, because keratin treatments, if you have wavy hair or if you just are tired of frizzy hair, it's a good thing to go get for your hair, because it's going to leave it so silky, so smooth, so frizz-free. It's just, keratin treatments are amazing. Now, I've never had one in the salon, but I have done the Organics keratin treatment, and I absolutely loved it. When I did the Suave keratin treatment, when I started putting it on, I was like, okay, this smells disgusting. This smells exactly like I'm putting a straightener onto my hair, like a chemical straightener onto my hair. I noticed a lot of people, when I did that review, in the comment section, were telling me that they had clumps of hair coming out. That didn't happen to me, but that's scary. Like, you're going to have something on the market that's just going to make your hair fall out. That's not good. I didn't like it because of the fact that it was too much. Like, it was too much of a chemical scent. It took too many steps. You had to put this on, get in the shower, come back out, put another step on, wait 20, 30 minutes, get back in the shower. It was just too much, and it's just too harsh for your hair. Like I said, a lot of people said that their hair started falling out, and I was like, ooh, that is not good. So that was definitely a really bad product of 2012. Another one that I have are the L'Oreal Infallible Lait Gloss 8 Hour. Now, they have the infallible glosses that don't say lait gloss, that are supposed to, I want to say that they said 6 hour and not 8 hour. And then they also had the infallible plumping. Now, those I love, but these right here were such a huge fail. First of all, they are so sticky that they are so uncomfortable. That's how sticky these things are. They're so sticky, they're uncomfortable to like have on your lips. They're very, very drying to the lips. I mean, extremely drying. If you were to put these on, and I think that I just use these just to test them out, and every time I put them on my lips, I was just like, oh, this is the most uncomfortable feeling. It's sticky, and then it's also dry on top of the stickiness, so that's even worse. And then once it just completely comes off your lips are left just thirsting for moisture. Like, they're like, give me moisture now, or I'm just gonna put you through hell. It was just insane. They don't last 8 hours. I think on me they lasted maybe about 2 hours. And I want to say like 5 to 10 minutes into application of this, I started getting it like just clumps of it, like in the center of my lips and then on the side of my lips. So these were like a huge, huge fail for me. And that's, again, what they look like and what they call. Not to be confused with the ones that don't say Le Gloss. The ones that just say Infallible Gloss. Those ones are good. Those ones I like. But these, no. They should have just stuck with the ones that they had originally. They have a really good color selection on this, too. That's the one good thing I'll say about that. But if they're so uncomfortable on the lips, what's the point of even having a good color selection? The Physicians Formula Happy Booster / Glow Mood. Let me see exactly what they're called because I have it written down. The Physicians Formula Happy Booster Glow and Mood Lipsticks. These were horrible, horrible, horrible. Super cute packaging. Absolutely adorable. When you put it on your lips, it's almost like you're putting glue on your lips. That's how horrible the formula was. The formula was just dry and sticky and thick and goopy, and it was just, oh, it was disgusting. It was not creamy. It was not what you want out of a lipstick. The color that I picked up was a nude color, and that it was not. It was not a nude whatsoever. I can't exactly remember what the color was. I think it was like a pinkish coral or something like that. I don't know, but it was not a nude whatsoever. And it was just the worst formula I've ever put on my lips. It looked horrible on the lips. It wasn't one of those things, when you think of glow / mood lipsticks, you think of something that's moisturizing, that's going to give you nice shine, that's going to, these things with the Physicians Formula Happy Booster Mood things are supposed to like have things in there that's supposed to help boost your mood or whatever. But when I think of a mood lipstick, I think of a lipstick that's going to change with your mood or whatever. But yeah, it just was a horrible, all around horrible product. And last but not least was the Maybelline Dream Bouncy Blushes. Now again, these were like so fun. I'm not gonna lie, they were so fun because they literally feel like Play-Doh. So when you start playing with them, they feel, or like when you start, like, you don't play with blush, but this was the kind of formula that you wanted to play with. I mean, it was just so spongy and so just like you could literally like put your finger in there, and then I think eventually like the blush would just like come like right back up. Oh my goodness, this stuff was like so fun to play with. It felt just like Play-Doh. It acted just like Play-Doh. It was amazing. But it had no color payoff whatsoever. Now I did hear it didn't have a very good selection, and I don't even know, I haven't seen these in the drugstore, but maybe I'm just overlooking them. I don't know if they're still out or not, but I think they had maybe like between 6 and 8 colors, and someone told me when I did that review that the one I think was called Hot Tamale was probably the only one that you're going to get pigment out of. They were just a lot of fun to play with, and a great idea about the whole like having it dream like bouncy and look glowy on the skin or whatever, but it just, there was just no color payoff whatsoever, and I felt like it was just a huge gimmick. That is it for my worst products of 2012. Hoping that I got everything in. These videos are kind of hard because it's like you're thinking a whole year and you're thinking, okay, what are the products that I really just did not like? And I'm really just going based on what I could remember and what I could find in my collection that I was like, oh yeah, this was like a huge fail. Oh, this was a huge fail too. So if I do end up leaving anything out, I will put it down in the description box. Always look down in the description box because I always link things in there. And again, I will also link all of the reviews that I've done on the products that I have mentioned if you want a more in-depth review and to see the product being applied and all that stuff. So yeah, that is it. I hope that you guys are all having a fantastic start to your 2013. Thank you guys so much for watching. Look out for my best of 2012 products, which will probably be up, might be up Wednesday, Thursday. It should be up this week. So look out for it, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye. This right here is actually the color that you find in the Petal Pusher, which actually is said to be a dupe for MAC's Beauty Mark.